Welcome to Jeremy's Garage. I'm coming to you with a talking ahead video. I want to talk about a subject that's gets hotly debated and talked about on the internet. If you go to a forum and ask about this subject, you're going to get a million different opinions. So I figured I'd just throw mine in there. I'm about to do an oil change on my truck. And so that video should be coming up pretty soon too. Or may have already posted before this, I'm not sure. But I wanted to tell you guys about an oil that I'm choosing to use in my brand new 2022 Silverado. It's an oil that I've used for almost 2 decades, well over 15, 20 years. In all of my oil changes, with a small exception where I ran some Pennzoil for a while. But this oil has, I've got well over 1 million miles combined commuting on this oil. I've ran everything from conventional to synthetic in this particular brand. And let me just get right to it. This is the oil that I choose. I run fully synthetic SuperTech Oil. I've got around 1.2 million miles on this particular kind of oil from this particular brand, which is just a Walmart generic brand. And it's fully synthetic. This is Dexos Gen 2 approved. It's the oil that I am choosing to run in my 2.7 Silverado. These are my 6 quarts that are going in it. This fully synthetic 5W30. My engine requires 6 quarts. So right now it's June 2022. I'm not sure whenever you're gonna be watching this video, but prices for gas and oil and everything is just insane right now. So it's kind of helpful that I'm already really confident in this oil, that I've had no issues at all. I run it in my lawnmowers, I run it in everything. But basically what we're looking at here is $21 from Walmart. You can't even get Amazon Basics oil that for that low of a price. You can get some other oils at a comparable price within $2 or $3 or $4. But you know, then the prices all circle around. This is where it really makes a difference. Some of the synthetic oils in the single quart, they're running up to $8 and $9, and I'm not talking about just for Royal Purple. I'm talking about normal everyday oils. And so I just want to share that. That's what oil that I run. Now, as far as filters, filters are a little bit different. With a 2.7 4-cylinder turbo that's running in the Silverados, they have a new filter called a PF66. And so that's what I run, AC Delco. PF66, that's what I'm going to use in my truck. I ordered 3 of them from Amazon. They're pretty expensive. I think I paid $8 or so for these online. If you buy them from the dealer, I'm not sure what price you're going to pay. But anyway, it's oil filters PF66. And as soon as these become available at Walmart, I will be picking them up from there as well. Our other vehicle that we have that I changed the oil in, we've actually got 2. One of them is a 2015 Lincoln MKC. That's what my wife's car is. And that particular vehicle has a 2.0 EcoBoost, and it takes the Motorcraft FL910S. And I can get this filter from Walmart most of the time. It's pretty inexpensive, usually around $4 or $5. But I also run SuperTech fully synthetic oil in her car as well. And it's got over 100,000 miles on it now, no problem. And we also take care of my son's car, which is a Ford Focus, and I run the same filter. His has got a naturally aspirated engine that takes the same filter, FL910S, and so that's what I do. As far as your vehicle is concerned, what I am going to say is run the oil that you want, that absolutely meets the standard for your truck or your car, or your motorcycle or your lawnmower. Go ahead and meet that. Go ahead and whatever makes you feel confident, all right? But I just want to tell you, if you're questioning using SuperTech oil, I have over 1 million miles on this oil, not including lawnmowers and all that other stuff that I run with SuperTech oil in it. It has never failed me. I've never had an issue. I learned a saying from, I think Bob is the Oil Guy forum years and years ago, that said clean cheap oil is better than dirty expensive oil. And I've kind of always believed that. So what my philosophy is on oil is based on the OLMs. I try not to let it go over 75%. Usually I change the oil around 50%. So once the OLM, oil life monitor, says 50% oil life remaining, I generally will change the oil. So that may be the secret to success. I don't really know. Those OLMs aren't really counting miles. They're counting something else, like the wear on the oil. So since I changed the oil myself, it's really very inexpensive. I can do one oil change, or I'm sorry, I can do about 3 oil changes for the price of one, basically at a shop. Also, you know, inspect the vehicle itself. You know, check for wear patterns on the tires. I check all my tie rod boots and all my ball joint boots, and check for play, check for the wheel bearings, make sure everything like that's working okay, and correct that as needed. But I just want to mention that if you are not sure if you're thinking about buying this because it is a lower price, and you're wondering if it's going to cause any problems with your engine, it's not. As long as it meets the spec, I have no problem with it. This is Dexos, which is what my GM truck required. My previous Tahoe also required. That's what I ran in it too. So I have no problem with it. It's I don't know how else to put it. It's a great oil. It's oil. It is actually oil. So feel free to go ahead and run it in your vehicle as long as it meets the spec. So that's the important part. Make sure it meets the spec per your owner's manual. I had another vehicle that I ran a different oil in simply because it had a different spec that oil SuperTech wouldn't meet at the time. So if you got any questions or have any other experiences, maybe you disagree with me, go ahead and put it down in the comments and share your experience running maybe your brand of oil, or maybe you have an experience similar to mine with SuperTech that you've never had any issues with it, or maybe you have had an issue with it. Go ahead and share that down in the comments below. But as for me, almost 20 years, over 1.2 million miles, no engine failures using this oil. And I put a mountain of miles on personal vehicles in that time. So anyway, like I say, if you got any questions, drop them down in the comments. These oil filters are really not that easy to find. You will not find these at the parts store right now. So if you have a Silverado or a GMC Sierra that's using this PF66 oil filter from AC Delco, it's you can find them on Amazon and a few other places. Amazon had the best prices. Some of the places are still charging like 12 or 13 bucks for one of these. I found it on Amazon for 8 or 9. So I ordered 3 of them. So I'm good to go for several thousand miles before I have to order them again. And oh, one other thing. I can't believe I forgot to talk about this. As far as recycling the oil is concerned, what I do in my 2.7 liter oil change, I'll try to make sure this gets documented. But what I do with my used oil is I just use an open pan to collect my oil. And so I take that open pan and I slide it out from underneath the vehicle, just like a standard cheapy little oil pan. And I set that off to the side. And once I'm done with the oil change, I am left with an empty bottle like this. These bottles will hold 6 quarts. This is a 5-quart jug, but it will absolutely hold 6 quarts. And so that's what I do. I just pour the old oil back into here, and I take a Sharpie and write on it, used oil recycle or something like that. And then I just take the jug, I seal it back up. I take the jug back to Walmart, and they recycle the oil for me. I'll probably, save up 2 or 3 jugs and take them back at the same time. These usually just get tossed because all the used oil fits into the big jugs most of the time, not all the time. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all have any questions, just put them down in the comment. I'll do my best. I'm just a regular old guy. I'm just Germ. That's all I am. Germ's my nickname, short for Jeremiah. But if you got any questions, anything I can help you with, please feel free to drop them below. And I'm sure there's a lot of viewers who are actual mechanics. I'm just Germ at home, and that's all I am. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you, guys.